Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Daphne Rose and Steffy Forrester Finnegan talk about the plan. Brooke Logan approves Daphne's incense line. Also, Ridge Forrester and Taylor Hayes get near. Ridge and Eric Forrester are still talking about the preemption. Eric adds that Justin Barber is still looking for a legal way out. Ridge says it'll take ever to find a legal route. Ridge seems to be on board with Steffy's idea, which is a bit of a change from history. Taylor interrupts. Again, Taylor claims she was checking in on a case. I didn't realize she had any since she's always interposing meetings that have nothing to do with her work as a psychologist. Perhaps the phone call was from Bill Spencer about Luna Nozawa. Moving back to the B&B occasion, Taylor wants to know what the plan is for getting back Forrester Creations. Steffy didn't explain the details to Ridge and Eric, so they're oblivious about what's going on. At the Cliff House, Steffy and Daphne belch champagne. Steffy is intoxicated by Daphne's scent. Daphne doesn't say thank you, but sticks her nose advanced in the air and says, "I know." ZDL aloud. This lady was supposed to be sexy and sophisticated. Perhaps we're missing commodity really egregious. Daphne assures Steffy that soon, FC will be back in her control. There's commodity weird in Daphne's eyes when she says it. She doesn't feel secure. Steffy doesn't suppose it'll be a challenge for Daphne as she's infectious. Daphne says Carter Walton will be putty in her hands. It's exactly that arrogance that suggests this plan is going to boomerang. Carter and Hope Logan gush about Daphne working with Forrester Creations. Hope says Daphne has no competition, that she's in a league all of her own. Brooke enters the CEO office. Carter and Hope start gushing about their news. Brooke looks drained and exhausted. Brooke says she doesn't suppose there's any coming back from it. Hope asks what Brooke is pertaining to exactly. Brooke doesn't want to talk about it right now and asks about their news. Hope wants to know what's going on. Brooke reflections about Ridge turning to Taylor. Hope formerly guessed it. Hope tells Brooke that Ridge betrayed her. Eric, Ridge, and Taylor all talk about Brooke. Ridge is agitated about Steffy's secret plan. Daphne tells Steffy she can handle herself. And Carter. Steffy wants a front row seat. As Steffy addresses about the office, Daphne realizes she blames Hope for the preemption. Brooke continues talking about Ridge with Hope and Carter. Brooke tells them about Ridge wanting Hope and Beth Spencer to be demurred out of the cabin. Brooke also says she slighted Ridge. Brooke doesn't tell them about her plan to change Carter's mind. Brooke does tell Hope and Carter that it was like Ridge was a foreigner. Brooke also admits to shoving Taylor. Ridge, Eric, and Taylor are still talking about Brooke. Ridge thinks Brooke should condemn Hope. Brooke wants to hear the news. Hope suggests it can stay. Brooke insists. Brooke needs to work. Brooke learns about Daphne and her pitch. Brooke approves of Daphne getting an incense line. Carter calls Daphne while she's still at Steffy's. Carter and Daphne arrange to meet and call each other emotional. Eric reflections about Brooke and Hope backing Carter. Ridge swears they will get the company back for Eric. They're all counting on Steffy. Brooke tells Carter and Hope that they ain't let Daphne get down. Carter doesn't want to feel too eager. Carter thinks Daphne can help establish them as major players right out the gate. Hope thinks deep down. Ridge is hysterical that FC will thrive under Carter's leadership. Hope thinks Daphne will bring other generators to FC. Steffy thanks Daphne for helping her. Typically, Steffy wouldn't put Daphne in the middle. But there's a cancer at the top of the company. Daphne says it'll be pleasurable for her, but perhaps not so important for Steffy. The plan is to recapture control and get those serpents out. They don't really explain how, however. Brooke and Hope talk about Ridge choosing Taylor again. Ridge holds Taylor's hands. They get near. Ridge tells Taylor that they've the house to themselves. Daphne rose to begin her attractive charge. Luna Nozawa faces temptation as Bill Spencer continues to test the angelic periodical killer. Plus, Taylor Hayes has a new case, but could it be someone suckers formerly know? Daphne strutted into Forrester Creations with a scent pitch. Supposedly, Daphne is the most notorious nose in Paris and has dazed Carter Walton and Hope Logan. Fanny Grayson worships Daphne and indeed suggested that Carter and Hope take the notorious perfumier up on her offer. Brooke Logan approved Daphne's incense line. So Carter and Hope were agitated to let Daphne know the news. Daphne is a factory placed at Forrester Creations by Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Steffy also plans on going back to the office. Carter and Hope are ignorant of this. While Steffy served as co-CEO before with Rich Forrester, how will the office dynamic work with the preemption? Will Steffy agree to work side by side with Brooke Logan until the preemption is reversed? Brooke was only given the creation when Steffy and Ridge walked out, so that could be both tense and intriguing. Meanwhile, anticipate Daphne to start fascinating the pants off of Carter. How will Hope handle Daphne putting her polished paws on Carter? There could be follow-up to commodity Taylor mentioned lately. Taylor mentioned she had to take a phone call from a case. Taylor just came back to LA and opened up a new practice. So just who's this new case? Is it possible that Bill is using Taylor as an advisor without letting her know the case is actually Luna? It could be just phone consultations between Bill and Taylor. The psychologist might not indeed know it's about Luna, but it would be much more intriguing if she did. Coming week, suckers can anticipate Luna to be tested. Bill has several rules for Luna to follow. It doesn't appear that he expects her to do anything further than just stay retired and quiet. Still, we know from the history that Bill has cameras each over his property, both outside and outside the house. So, while Luna thinks she can get down with some fancy manipulation, Bill could be prepared and staying. Steffy Forrester and John Finnegan have navigated numerous challenges to reach their current place in life. Their trip hasn't been without its trials, yet Finn and Steffy have persisted, forging a flexible connection that seems fated to endure, at least for now. New challenges are always lurking just beyond the horizon in the world of cleaner operas. Couples find themselves facing one trial after another, all for the sake of drama, so Steffy and Finn shouldn't settle too comfortably into their joyful actuality. A brand new handicap is set to crop in 2025, one that will really rattle the foundations of Steffy and Finn's marriage. Steffy and Finn are going to encounter a fresh challenge, and their relationship will be tested, Belle suggested. They've formerly faced several challenges, but their bond is as flexible as ever, and it remains to be seen if they can endure the coming bouleversement. Since Belle hasn't revealed the specifics of this forthcoming trial, we can only presume and make educated suppositions about what lies ahead. Are really eager to witness how Finn and Steffy will navigate the tests that await them. It's clear that Steffy will matriculate the help of a perfumer named Daphne Rose as part of her strategy to reclaim control of Forrester. Daphne will act as a graphitist, working to undermine Carter's authority, and seeking to restore the company to the Forresters' hands. Still, Finn could veritably well raise his expostulations if Steffy pushes her plan too far. For case, if Steffy orchestrates a scheme where Daphne entices Carter, risking his relationship with Hope Logan, Finn might explosively oppose similar dishonesty, crossing the line from business to particular affairs. Still, this conflict could also be tied to an entirely different narrative. Sheila Sharp might stir up another surge of fermentation. Or maybe this will connect with the impending chaos involving Luna Nozawa. Once Bill Spencer's retired verity is revealed, Steffy will be furious about him securing Luna's release from jail only to confine her to house arrest.